welcome to the Peterson Odyssey. I'm Megan.
I'm Daryl, and we've put some insulation in.
Yeah, so this video we're going to take you through everything that we did to get the walls lined and ready to install the final wall panels on. So we're going to take you through the sound dampening, the insulation, which we use various types of insulation, and putting up all these strips and supports to act as studs in the van. If you're new to our channel, we are building out a 2021 Volkswagen Crafter to turn it into our little perfect little home on wheels.
If you're new to our channel, please subscribe and follow us on our adventure, please.
Here's a few shots from previous videos that I showed how we went through the sound dampening process. We use Kilmat. We use 2 boxes of it to do the ceilings, the floors and all of the wall cavities. The idea is that it does take up about 25% of each panel. We put it on top of the sound dampening in itself. If you're interested, I'll link those videos above. We're using 3 different types of products to insulate the van. Daryl's currently cutting up the PIR board. This is the same board that we used here on the floor. And we have sprayed it and just attached it to the largest panels that we have inside the van. Behind these panels I did use a little bit of expanding spray foam. I didn't love that product. It is linked below if you're interested in it.
Hey everyone, we're back. We've got the van back from the panel beaters, so everything's kind of back as it was, was it Easter time, I think, when the incident that never occurred happened. So but about the only thing that really happened is that they did take off a little bit of Kilmat over there. Megan's just quickly put it back on. Now we're going to move forward. Both Megan and I have got the next 2 weeks off work pretty much to work on this. So next task we're on to now is we've got this wool based insulation. It's about 80% wool with 20%, I'm pretty sure it's polyester. And yeah, we're just cutting it up to strips so we can chuck it into cavity.
Okay. So we've got insulation that goes from here, it's behind all these pieces all along. Access to the wires. We insulated the doors like no one's business. So we've got it all stuffed in all of here, down this panel thing, and then up here. We haven't insulated down here because we're not 100% sure if we're going to. That's TBC.
As you well know about the Crafter, it does have little edges, it just ridges up here. So I've just kind of sliced the board there just to contour with the curve.
Let's get this on in just the right spot, eh?
Yeah.
Cool. I reckon I can now fill that cavity with wool.
Yes, you could.
We left you, we were still insulating. We've moved on a little bit, so I'll show you what we've done and what we're doing. We started the ceiling insulation and then went, oops, we need to put these battens up. I don't know if they're called studs, battens, furring strips, like, who on earth knows. So either way, what these are is these are stripped down 9mm ply. We did that a couple of weeks ago, and then they've just been sitting waiting for us to catch up. So what these are is these are battens or studs that will then affix the 7mm walls to. We're going to cut them, not surprisingly, so we don't have bars across the window. But what we've done is we've made sure that this one here and that one there a 1200mm apart so that we can just line this wall with a piece of ply, and then the same from that one there to this one here. So again, this will be one solid piece of ply. We're going to put a couple more, maybe one, maybe two in here too, because this is where our shower goes. And then we're just going to do the same thing all the way down the end of the bed. But looking at it, it's progress. Looks so good.
Say something. Do not underestimate impact drivers. This thing has been a game changer, and I really wish I started this whole conversion at the beginning with it. Just putting these drills in, these bits in, have just been...
It's easy, it's like butter.
Oh, it's so much easier. Even though, sure, we're doing pilot holes and all that, but in saying though, yeah, it's nice tool.
Right, so after a spot of lunch, it's going to look like we're doing something that's not this job, but it's totally for this job. So what we've done, just where our bed goes, we're going to bolt the bed into these hexagonal
Holes?
Yeah, we'll use that word. And what we've done is we've just marked out where the bolts go, so they're each, what are these, 75 or something? Yeah, 60mm bolt with a...
By, I think it's 8mm diameter.
Yeah, so they fit perfectly. We bought these a day where I pranged the van, and they have a washer on either side and a nut. So the idea is they're going to come out from the wall here, and then we're going to affix this treated wood to be the base of our bed that we then build everything else around. Why are we doing that today?
Because we need to put the bolts in the back so Megan can then put the insulation up behind it, because once the installation's up there, it's going to be a little bit more, well, actually it's not impossible, but it would make it more difficult.
So I'm going to start putting these little guys in.
So this piece of wood and its twin is, I guess, going to be the base of our bed frame above our garage in the van. So if you're curious on what we're using here, it is 45mm by 90mm, and it's 1.5 meters long.
Switch it up.
Yep.
So our next step is to drill big giant holes. Well, not big, but long holes. So we've just measured inside the van, and this is going to be 20mm up from the bottom, and that's where all the holes are going to be. And thankfully we've already done the template, which I'd forgotten about. We're going to see if this guy fits.
So we're just going to grab this one here, as this bolt is in the back like these. I'm just going to put that behind it, so it's in, and then once the timber's in, put the washer and bolt in, and then we use these, either of these, to then tighten it up.
That's cool, but you can only do this one at a time, because
Yeah.
we only have one of those. Okay, cool.
Yeah, we're only ever going to do this one at a time. Good morning everyone, Megan is over there and yeah, we didn't really show you anything last night. It just got a little bit dark as we finished off, but I think we've done pretty well. We're kind of happy where we're at. We've pretty much finished putting all the fairing strips on the wall, so we're getting pretty close to putting the walls up. And another thing that we did yesterday as well is you can see on the floor is we've got this uni strut that we've picked up, but you'll see that for another episode. You can, of course, if you want, make a guess on what it's for.
We're not going to tell you yet.
Yeah, not too much of a surprise though. Right, so that's pretty much about us, and I guess we'll probably leave you right now, and we'll come back and see you probably next week.
Yeah, so join us next week for part 2 of getting these walls up. We are just very mindful that the video is quite long, so it makes sense to cut it there. We are getting really close to 200 subscribers, so if you haven't yet subscribed, please just hit that little button. I think it's down that direction. And join us on the Peterson Odyssey. It would be really cool if we could get to 200 subscribers in the next couple of weeks. We know that lots of you who are watching aren't subscribed yet, and we also know that you watch the whole way through to the end, so go on, just hit the subscribe. But yeah, we'll be back next week with part 2 of sticking up these walls. Till then,
Thanks.
see ya.